Hey y'all, it's Stacey. So, excuse me. In this video, I wanted to do something very different than my normal videos about weight loss. Now, if you came to this channel from Stacey353, then you have probably already seen lots of videos like this before, but you know, I don't know. It's just something that I really wanted to talk about because I'm really dealing with it a lot today. And that is anxiety and specifically social anxiety. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I was diagnosed with social anxiety at 19 years old. So that was exactly 10 years ago. And well, yeah, like, was it diagnosed? Yeah, and like at first, I'm just kind of gonna give a brief like overview because I have a lot of these videos up on Stacey353. I'm just kind of telling my story, how it started, and things like that. But just to make it a long story short, it started when I was 19. I didn't really know what it was because, you know, 10 years ago, social anxiety wasn't even, or that I knew of, wasn't even like a thing that people, like, I don't know if nobody just talked about it or if it didn't really have a name. You know, I don't really know, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I just, and it was really weird. Like, I remember the exact day that it started. And keep in mind, before this, like in high school and things like that, I was very outgoing, very, you know, bubbly, same personality I have now, like same Stacey, except I started noticing that I would get really nervous around people. First, it started out with just a couple of people that I worked with, and it wasn't them in particular. It had nothing to do with that specific person. I would just get nervous around them. Then it grew to be, I think then it grew to be crowds, like big groups of people. Like when I would go to parties and stuff, like when I was in college. Then it turned into like one-on-one. Then it just, and this is over the years, then it progressed into people in general. So yeah, I deal with that on a everyday basis. I know I've said to y'all before that, you know, I don't go out a lot, really. And when I do, like if I'm going to a place or something, I always go in the early morning hours, right when the store opens, or, you know, just so that it's not crowded, nobody's in there. And like just recently, I've been able to start actually going to like the mall, because for years and years and years, I just could not go to the mall. It would make me so nervous. I would have, and I have panic attacks too. So yeah, basically what I deal with on an everyday basis is regular anxiety and social anxiety as well. I get these, and the reason I'm making this video is just to kind of talk about it and get it off my chest because I'm having a really, really bad day. And sorry, I get really frustrated with it. And this is the one topic that I talk about that I might get like a little bit emotional about because it is something that, oh my gosh, hang on, please. Oh, sorry. It is something that pretty much dictates my life, where I go, who I hang out with, which is no one except my husband and my mom and dad. It pretty much dictates my whole life, and it's awful. So basically, sometimes I will just wake up and I will just be extremely uncomfortable, just like nervous. I guess I would call it more nervous than anxious, but it's just like, it's the way you feel like when you're in high school and you're about to give a big, like a speech or a presentation in front of a group of people. You know how you would get those butterflies in your stomach? Okay, well that's how I feel 90% of the time, every single day of my life. A lot of times it lessens a whole lot when I'm home, and everything, because this is kind of like my safe place. You know, it just, you know, because I'm here all the time, and it's just, you know, like my safe spot. If I go away from home for like more than 2 to 3 hours, I get really uncomfortable, and most of the time I have to come home. So yeah, and then also when it's really bad, it affects like my train of thought and my thinking and things like that. And I feel really weird, and I can't think clearly, and I can't even get out like my thoughts. Like if somebody asks me a question, I can say something that makes no sense whatsoever, and it's so embarrassing. But yeah, today I've just been dealing with a lot of just nervousness. It's like I don't know what to do to make me unnervous. I do see a doctor for it. I do see a psychiatrist. I do take medicine for it. I pray about it. I do try to kind of expose myself to, you know, social things, because I'm thinking, you know, exposure therapy, but no matter what, it always comes back. Like say I go to a social gathering and it goes really well. That's great. That is so great. But it doesn't matter. It's still there. And it's not like I'm expecting it. Because I know a lot of people will say, well, if you expect it, then it's going to happen. I don't expect it, because I don't ever know. It's always situational, okay? So whenever I know I have to go be around people, I get really, really, really nervous, like all day long. And even up until the point when we get there, until I actually come in contact with someone, I never know if I'm going to be like relaxed or if I'm going to be just like a bucket of nerves. And yeah, it's just really awful, especially when like you feel like there's nothing that you can do to fix it, or there's nothing that you can do to control it or to lessen it. Oh yeah, and it's just really awful, and I'm having like a really bad day. And a lot of you know that are on my Facebook page, because, you know, I'll write, like, I'm really anxious today. Can y'all please say a prayer for me? And don't mind my face. I look like a mess. I'm sorry. But, yeah, like a lot of times I'll be like, can y'all please keep me in your prayers? I'm having a really anxious day, or, you know, whatnot. And, yeah, I don't know. Do any of y'all deal with this? And I don't know. How long have you dealt with it for? I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to say. I'm really just, I don't know. The main thing that's most frustrating for me is, okay, my personality, and this is the best way I can describe it to people, because I could meet someone, like, for the first time and be, like, totally myself, the person y'all see all the time. Happy, outgoing, whatever. Because that person is a stranger to me. They don't know me, so they don't know what the normal is for me. Okay, then I can see that same person a second time, even though we had a really good conversation or whatever. The second time, I could just literally can't get like words out of my mouth because I'm so uncomfortable. And I don't know like y'all, I don't even know. But yeah, I've been dealing with this for a decade now, and I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What I was saying is, what's frustrating for me is my personality is one way, but when the disorder takes over, it's the disorder. It's, you know, so like, you know, me, I'm like, hey y'all, you know, how are you? You know, blah, 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 you know, and just, talkative. But when my anxiety takes over, it's like it has full control of me and my mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I become like this different person, this like clammed up, nervous, shy person. And it's like, I just hate it because it makes me seem so weird. I mean, I would be like, it's just so weird, you know? It's like you never know what version of me you're going to see. And I hate that. I hate it not so much for me, but for other people in my life, you know? So over the past 10 years, I've realized that the best thing to do, and this might seem really weird to y'all, but it helps me. And I'm already feeling better just by making this video and talking about it. But what helps me is like, seriously, if I know the person and stuff, and you know, I come in contact with them, whether wherever it is, if I'm feeling like that, I will tell them, I'm sorry, I'm really anxious today, so don't mind me. Because I don't ever want that person to feel like they make me uncomfortable, or they make me, you know, an awkward, or and things like that. You know, it's me and the disorder that makes me awkward, like socially awkward, and I hate it, hate it, hate it. So mainly, I just wanted to get this off my chest. I wanted to, you know, get some comments from y'all on, you know, if you deal with it, how long you've dealt with it, if there was anything that helped you. Yeah, I don't know. This probably didn't even make sense at all. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm not my usual self. I'm just having really bad day with anxiety, like really bad, like ugh, like sweaty palms, and I'm even in my house with no one even in here. So ugh, it sucks. But anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. Comment below, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you. Bye.